محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bismillah walhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala ali faizina birullah ma ba'd. Brothers and sisters, in this previous episode we have discussed in detail the introduction to the Qasidatul Burdha, the extraordinary poem compilation which is authored by the Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah, and in terms of praising, admiring the best in creation, the Sayyidul Wujud, the beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And we have discussed what made him to write these extraordinary lines. Inshallah, in this video, I'm gonna discuss in detail the first couplet from this qasida. We have discussed that this qasida has 160 couplets. One of the interesting facts about this qasida that really make this qasida so significant is that if we take this qasida, it starts by the three letters Amin, which means the scholars interpreted that this means A means Allah, Mim means the Muhammad, Noon means the Insan. So extraordinary, the scholars have interpreted in this way. And if we take each couplets, we can see there each couplet ends by the meme, which alludes into the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Another interesting fact about the Qasidatul Burdha is that the Imam interpreted this qasida is that if we take the meme which ends in each couplet, the meme ends with the meme kasr, not meme fatah. It means the kasr in Arabic that comes from the word kasara, which means broken. Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah was in the state of broken heart in the absence of his beloved. And after listening to this first couplet, there may be a question in your head, why this isn't start by Alhamdu wa Salat, which is the actual and normal way in Islam to start anything by the Hamd and Salat. Because Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah had been chosen to write these poems in the classical Arabic way. If you take the poems that were written during the period of Rasulullah sallallahu, we cannot find such a way that started with Hamd and Salat. Hassan bin Thabit. There are many the poet, they didn't start by that way. Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah started by showing his ardent love with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's discuss the first couplet. Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah begins that Amin tadhakkuri jiran bidhi salami mazajta dam'an jara min muqlatin bidami. Is it because of remembrance of the neighbors of the Jerusalem that you have started to shed the tears which is mixed with the bloods? Here, Amin Tadhakkuri, is it remembrance of the Jirani Bidhi Salami, the neighbors of Jerusalem? You know, the Jerusalem here is a place between the Makkah and Medina. As according to the scholars who interpreted this, Salam basically a tree that grows abundantly the place between Medina and Mecca. And it is said that the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi was used to take the relax beneath these trees. This is why Imam Busiri rahimahullah, remembering these trees, he started to shed the tears of blood. You know, the entire first chapter, Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah questions himself. He tried as much as possible he could to hide and conceal his love, but unfortunately the love started to expose through the shedding tears with blood and the troubled heart. Just look at here, the Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah started to cry. Eventually it ends by shedding the tears of blood in the absence of the beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This just alluding to the Rasulullah sallallahu, not in a precise way. He started to explain indirectly his love toward the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jerusalem, as we discussed, this is the place between the Medina and the Makkah, Rasulullah used to go through these places and to take the relaxation beneath these trees. Is it remembering those people and the places that you are shedding the bloods of tears? The bloods of tears are real, you know. The breast we can it tells that the true love and the ardent love that expressed by a true the pure lover, something the intense love, discuss something intense love which took place in the heart of the Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah. We discussed that the story what made him to compile this extraordinary the poems that one parts of his body was paralyzed, right, and he started to write, and it's something quite interesting. Muqulati means the eyes, bidam is the blood. He's asking, is it remembrance of that? It's so interesting. The love is start exposed through the bloods of tears. He tried to conceal from others this love, but unfortunately the love started exposed through that. Inshallah, may Allah grant tawfiq to visit Medina and to the ziyarah, visiting the grave of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and give tawfiq to have a blessed sight of Allah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the dreams, even physically. I mean.